he comes. And he is going to break in the last frame of this year's World Championship. Deafening noise greeting both players for the deciding frame of the World Championship final in 2026. Shaun Murphy and Wu Yize have given it everything. Who is going to get over the line here?
Wu Yize to break.
Just in terms of this season, deciders, Murphy 8 out of 11, Wu Yize 11 out of 20 for what it's worth, but none of them have been like this, clearly.
No, I suppose you could have lost 20 deciders in a row, but you'd swap them all to win this one, wouldn't you? Now, is he getting a kiss on the brown? He is, but not with a view to potting one, but he can get the snooker, so early slight advantage to Murphy.
Brown ball. Shaun Murphy won.
Shaun Murphy has potted 19 more balls in the match. That's how close it's been. Just coming up to 10 hours playing time.
I mean, he got in close enough to the green to make this a big problem, actually. It's hard to know which red you want to hit that wouldn't leave something on. If he goes across the table twice, lays into the left side of the bunch, of course he leaves red to middle, but it might be with awkward queuing. I don't know whether he can get to the right side, and even then, with red sticking out, that wouldn't be easy, but I think he's too tight in behind the green for that. So if he's playing first cushion, the bolt cushion, then you know he is in trouble, because he's playing multiple cushions to land up to which red exactly? Well, it's a brilliant shot, but he has left a red to middle, and there's not much he could have done about that, really. It was, as I said, the shot was dangerous, but he had to play something. Would help Murphy if the pink went to left corner, because he could just drop this in without any effort being put in or pace being put into the shot. Well, the answer is he couldn't do that.
So he's in for a second time. Of course, the first he wasn't on a colour. How far will he get towards the winning line?
6. Seven.
Well, that can only be pressure. That can only be pressure, because I think just gripping the cue too much, he couldn't get the backspin to glance off the black ball. Any time earlier in the match, I think he'd have potted that and been on the black to the same pocket. So straight away we're seeing a different dynamic to this frame to almost all the others, and it's not a surprise, quite honestly, with all this pressure and tension.
Green ball.
Murphy not really punishing Wu Yize from the snooker that he got him in.
Shaun Murphy set.
He winced when he realised he'd pushed the black towards the cushion on that last shot. Well, his percentage of knocking those in all championship has been ridiculously high. You can understand why he took it on.
All about the cue ball. Clearly he's open reds up. But not left Wu Yize a pot this time.
He's got a good look about it. This could get him behind the green. What a shot. You could see the shape on it. From an early stage, it looked like it was destined to get behind the green. And again, Murphy's in a similar predicament to Wu Yize. The reds are all away from cushion, so you can't run up to one. This is troublesome. 10 hours they've been playing, and the average frame time, 17 and a half minutes, is pretty brisk for everything that's at stake.
Brilliant. That is brilliant.
It really is. And to get it first time as well, not with having a fresh air go at it and giving the points away. And once he got here, he's always on the lookout for something. There's no obvious pot here that is not incredibly dangerous. It's going to have to be a good safety shot. Wow. My goodness. It was a piece of good fortune. These are as difficult as being behind the bolt colours when you're just in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, a little to either side. He's on that red down the left-hand side, of course.
The other thing is, Dave, I looked at it from a different angle and he's right on top of it. It's not even hardly a gap between the cue ball and the yellow ball. I don't know if he's contemplating this long red from queuing over that. If he knocks this in, well, it'll be off the scale. He's now thinking of a different shot. A shot where he's got some sort of sensible striking of the cue ball maybe, or just to the side, not completely over a ball. Well, just over a minute. He can take as long as he likes on this one. It's horrible. Well, he has left a red to middle, which I suspect Wu Yize will be very reluctant to refuse. And he could take the cue ball down to bulk and then snooker him. I know he's very attacking, but the red in the middle is not a certainty. And to get back to the bulk end would be beneficial. But it's not usually how he operates.
Just having the white cleaned. Rob Spencer, his first world final. He'll remember it forever.
What a shot. What a shot he's played there. I think he's worried was that he was going to hit the blue, but it's worked out in his favour. I think anything's possible here, though, with this pressure. Murphy was in once, made hardly anything from it.
Six.
Yes, of course, he was in with a chance to win in the last frame. Mr. Black off the spot.
Well, outwardly, he looks pretty calm, doesn't he? But who knows how he feels. It's okay. It's not his best ever shot or anything, but I suppose anything's good at the moment. Somebody shouted out, good shot. He's just got to thread the cue ball out of there from this red onto his colour. Which he's done very successfully. Well, it was a bit like the last frame, and I know he never won it, but just stay at the table and chip away. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, I guess.
Yeah, Steve Davis said, didn't he? You know, try and play like it means nothing when it means everything. But of course, in 1985, he discovered it does mean everything when he was up against Dennis Taylor.
Yes, Murphy's got the horrible feeling, isn't he, where he's now has no control over what happens.
20.
Well, he got into that too much. He might take on the blue with all that space down the middle of the table, the bulk colours away from their spots. But this is not a certainty he'll land on a red if he does go up and down. That's a good shot. I think with the Mark Allen miss, which is the reason Wu Yize is here,
26.
we know that anything is possible. Anything is missable now with all this pressure. I think we already knew it, but we still couldn't believe our eyes.
Yeah, and Murphy will be watchful in case it does come. He was ready in the last frame. But he'll also be very concerned watching these balls going in and looking at the configuration as well.
Well, I think a bit of tension in his arm. Is he on this? I didn't think he was when he first hit it. Oh my word. And that can, again, it's like the Murphy shot.
Yeah.
He can ask for it to be respotted, of course. I didn't think he was on it when he hit it. But the Murphy shot, there was some tension in his grip. And he didn't get the reaction he expected.
Okay, look.
This makes a huge difference.
That's in the middle now. Pull that left, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's pressure. We've not seen a lot of emotion, have we? But we saw absolute disappointment there.
It's like sort of blood drained from his face, actually. Well, this is a great recovery.
It really is, Dave, isn't it? I mean, he had every right to be bitterly disappointed after that last shot. And he was leaning across the table awkwardly.
So, as you see, 32 in front, going along nicely, but how do you quell the nerves at a time like this?
Well, one of the things, I guess, is not to rush, and he isn't rushing. He, he's taking his time. He knows he has to.
Fortitude.
It's very well played. Again, that could have been a tense shot in the arm and gone too far or something. Now, what's happened here is he held the spot this time. He wants to hope he has. This is massive. This is essentially the match. He has. That is
47.
what he played, I think. I mean, yes, it would have gone up onto a lower value spot, but with the black where it is, it would not have been to his benefit.
So the pink to lead by 46. He'll need another 2 pots.
Yes, of course, if the pink could have spotted, then he was in a lot of trouble.
50.
It's very, very tense.
Is the time for one more twist. It's going to have to come very soon.
55.
17 days in Sheffield, 35 frames in the final, and this is championship ball for Wu Yize.
We probably feel like the next one is, Dave, but you're absolutely right. That was the one, and
61.
he has held himself together remarkably well here. Pulsating atmosphere. The dream has become a reality.
And let's give credit to him, Shaun Murphy, who has fought hard. He's played his game, and he's got so close. Now, 60 in it, 43 on.
68.
Deciding frame, would he play on if he misses this? He hasn't missed it. What a moment. Now he can celebrate. What a story. China retaining the world title after Zhao Xingtong's victory last year. Wu Yize releasing the emotion now.
Dave, it's been a sensational break. Sensational break under all this pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it could make it a century in the deciding frame of the final. It looked like he was out in the semis. Mark Allen missed the black, of course, to beat him. 17-15.
82.
This final's had everything. It's been thrilling viewing. They've both gone for it.
85.
Another chapter in the great history of this great place. Wu Yize wins a Crucible Classic to become world champion for the first time. And look at those lovely scenes. Shaun Murphy gave it everything, but offers genuine congratulations to our champion, the second youngest in the history of the sport at just 22. He has survived everything that Shaun Murphy and this great tournament has thrown at him. Wu Yize, the world champion in 2026. A star is born on this Sheffield stage.